Okay, so the first thing I notice as you play, and it's better because you're starting to develop. Let me respond to this.
But you'll still see the shaking going on right now.
Yeah. And yeah, well.
Let me show you this, Kevin, too. Just wanted to mention this to you. For instance, if I just pull my fingers away and just let it drop, I feel no pain. It's when I try to put these together, there's something in me that says, should I press this more, or should I let go more? How much pressure should I put? And then all of a sudden my hand just starts doing this wobbly thing.
Yeah, totally get it. What we want to start with is, and often what happens is you go along, and it's okay to ask questions, but as you go along, I learned that the question I wanted to ask, if I was just a little more patient and didn't ask it right away,
Okay.
it would get answered. It's kind of cool.
Okay.
And if it doesn't get answered, you can always ask the question. But so the first thing to do to help with what you're dealing with here, I believe, we can come at it a few different ways, right? The gig, the aspect, the part that you're missing, because your grip is better now, right? It really is. You're kind of holding the stick. I'd like you to flatten out your thumb more. You see, and if what happens is this cool little thing. Now, let me ask you something.
Sure.
Steve. Did you start off playing traditional grip?
I did originally, yes.
Right?
Back in the 60s, yeah.
All right. And what percussion instruments do you play?
Well, I guess I play, mainly I get by cajon.
Mm-hmm.
I try to play a little bit of congas and maybe a little bit of bongos. I don't claim to be a congero or whatever right now, but I get some of the rhythms, and that, like I say, my arms, wrists, and I don't really feel any pain, and it feels natural to me. And I I try to, my favorite, I guess, maniac on Congress is Giovanni Hidalgo, but I look at him like the Buddy Rich of the conga players, or one of the ones, I should say. I always wanted to play like him. I had a video a long time ago, an old VHS video. You start out for beginners, and he try to get you to do rudiments with your hands on the congas, and he would have you get on your knees and put your hands on the table and just let them flop like this. And I started to get like that.
That's really cool. You see what I'm seeing there is a wrist turn.
Yes.
Now what we want to do is we want to develop the ability to turn our wrist while we hold a stick. Now, as you know, essentially I play traditional because I was so fascinated, studying with Marie said, well, you have to decide.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, I'm playing this jazz gig 6 nights a week, and I find myself playing traditional currently all the time. So let's do traditional. He said, oh, okay, but that's what we're going to do then. It's like, okay. And I kept at it. And as I described to you, I remember ending playing really loud gigs and feeling some pain in my first finger, right? So I've gone through different aspects of having the body tell me something you're doing isn't right, all right? So the traditional grip may or may not give you some insight, because I know that you're determined to play matched in your left. Totally cool. I'm here for you, and that's all good. You know, I get that. In fact, Murray would say, well, with these modern newfangled drum kits with toms and cymbals everywhere, you can get to sound sources more easily and matched. Right? So there's that aspect. There's the cool thing about getting to the floor tom with your left, and you don't have to go all the way over because the traditional grip. So there's there's stuff going on, crossovers, and
Right.
But I respect both grips. It's all the same technique. It's all about leading with the wrist. So in traditional grip, let's just take a quick look at because it might help connect you. Not that we're ultimately going there, or one day if you decide now I want to go back to, we'll see.
Okay.
But you know how it's kind of like this, right?
Right.
Go ahead and do that in your left. Let's just have some fun with this.
Okay.
Right? Because I haven't seen you play. Yeah, see? Okay, see, yeah, you can open your fingers up like that, right? And you see, and then you rotate, right? You rotate. But you want to be down at the floor. Remember this whole thing I've been talking about, this idea of the floor? That means that we're parallel 1/2 inch, speed to butt end. So just like you, I think my pad, as I play around, because I move my pad around because I've got to get a separate stand for this, but I use like a soft on-bounce pad. So I sometimes need to adjust. As I remove that pad, I have to get that bounce pad back to the correct height. Okay. And so, right? You feel that there?
Right.
It's so obvious, isn't it?
Yes.
And look what else you're doing. See, this hand can, I often let my left hand teach my right. And what you're doing there isn't what you're doing in your right, in your left. Just do it again for a second. Just enjoy the ride.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's fun, okay. Oh, and you changed it. Oh, there it's back. Now, just keep doing that. See, this is the part of the technique that you're missing right now when you go to matched. Let's change it a little. There it's back now. Notice you're, no, back. Notice you stop down. No, it's fine. Just keep this going. Just have fun. Notice your bead stop. No, just the same speed you were doing. This is good. Turn up, then rotate back. That's just what you were doing. Now, see, now the clever mind is going, what? No, now you're doing what you do in matched. There it is, stops down. Go up, and it comes down. Up to come, see? Just, you don't wait at the top. I told you this last week. But it's all new. Look how beautiful, look how easy that is. See?
Right.
Now, what Dick would do is he'd explain that we're doing a traditional investigation just for a moment. He would have you hold it like this, up in the air. But do that really good. But he'd have you down kind of parallel, close to the floor. And we're all down here, you know, up here. I'll explain to you why that doesn't work with this technique, right? And then say, now just wrap your fingers around the stick. See what happens? That's beautiful. So watch. Here you're kind of countervailing, and the wrist is kind of flat. See, that gives you, see how it comes in a little? You're here, and then it does this. Look how beautiful that is. Now do the same thing. Do the rotation. See? Perfect. I know. Now watch. Now do this. Just let it bounce in here. Like that. See how the obvious, now take all your fingers off. Take all your fingers off. No, just wait. And just do that. Yeah, keep your fingers off those. This is all remedial. You just bounce, see this is a fulcrum, and the wrist rotates,
Right.
and sends energy to the lever arm, and the stick just rocks. Like I had you do, remember? You were like, Oh my God. See, we're trying to find that in the right. It's a little more mysterious. The left is so obvious, right? And so if we have what is this rotation, right? Now Murray would say the left hand is really, in traditional, is really the right hand on the side. Now they're different because the right isn't rotating, it's turning. But the left is rotating. You know guys that play like this? You seen this?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now you're turning. Now we're turning like in the right. But over here, we have to learn to rotate. That's for starters. We're just rotating. See? And the first finger is just lying on the stick like a feather glued to it. The middle finger has very little to do. Then you're just doing this. Now here's where it gets interesting. There's a throw that we have in both grips. It's critical to this technique. And I'll explain why in a minute, I believe. And that is because what we get happening, if we go up to make a throw, you see, in this technique, it's not all down. A lot of techniques, it's all down. In this technique, like Dick Wilson said, when I play the violin, I make tones. That's how you play a long tone. You go in both directions. You don't just keep going in one direction. You can go in both directions. So we can make notes on the way up and the way down with this technique. So we need to know this throw. It will give us access to that idea. So if you just, in your traditional grip, get your grip together. And remember, this is going to teach you. Now get down at the floor, because I want you nice and close, kind of your parallel, half an inch sort of thing to the playing surface. Now just bend forward and touch. Good. Now roll up. Look, your wrist is bent. Come back down and let the whole thing uncoil. Come, do it slowly and experience it. A little different this time. See how the hand relaxes? What happens to the first finger is if I really go up thusly and bend my wrist, see, doesn't the hand want to open a little? Like that. Yeah, allow that. There. And then it closes. It's beautiful. Go ahead, do it again. I know. It's like, how come my left works so well and I have what? Really cool. Let the first finger just, now you maintain the grip in the thumb. Just nice and relaxed. That's your fulcrum. You don't want to lose that. Okay, it does that, and then the hand closes. And then we can go up. We can go up, and the hand does that. I'm not set up for it. You aren't either. You go up, I'm nice and open. Then I cock my wrist when flick, cock my wrist, or yeah. But you really you have to see how the hand closes. You're just gonna flick. Yeah. Don't be afraid to go up to the ceiling a little, really flick. Whoa! Hands closed, open, close. Do it again, open, close. You're not waiting at you're coming right back to the floor. Boom. Now, see, so you're not rotating. Or maybe you are right up here at the top. Maybe this is the rotation, which is like the rotation that happened down here. Right? There's a rotation. There's this bend. Everything releases. Murray would say you're loose going up and you're tight going down. You have to be careful because tell that to someone with a clever mind. And you're loose going up and you're tight coming down. I'm loose. I'm tight. No, you're not. You're just mimicking it. Yeah. So I would get it. So it's supposed to be relaxed. So that's from the wrist. Your hand's opening from the wrist and closing. You're not opening your fingers. If I hadn't mentioned it to you and I just told you to do that, you probably wouldn't have even known. Okay. Beautiful, isn't it? Now let's find that in the right. Right? Let's discover that. Okay, so there is some kind of there's some kind of turn that happens in the left as we go up. We're turning. Like in the right. We have a turn. We have very natural. See, and what I'm doing is I'm not that, see? And what I'm doing is, you know this feeling right in here?
Yeah.
Now go back to the left. And just see, now go ahead and take your other fingers off and do that. You really feel it here, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt where the fulcrum is. You might not be using it to bounce the stick right now, but you know it's right here. You don't have to do anything with your thumb or any, you're just holding it. You can feel the fulcrum and you're moving your wrist. Now on the right, we're trying to create, if there's a comparison, we're trying to create the feeling of a fulcrum. In left, it's easy, obvious. We're trying to create a narrow little fulcrum over here. That means we can't go sending energy up here because now this whole thing is askew. Go ahead and do this with me. Once again, we're doing some playing today. That's cool. But in the right or in the left, let's go left. Or you can have your right teacher left, but let's stay left now. Now you see, if the thumb goes up here, and you push it up a little bit. Good. And you go to create force that in that direction. It does this, doesn't it?
Right.
Go ahead and do that. No, other way. I want to send the direction. Yeah, you're pushing with the thumb. It's going to wind up going over the first finger in this position, won't it? Can you get it to go over the first finger by pushing it like that? See, it's way up there. It can do that. It can leverage. We don't want that. If we put pressure on the thumb that way, towards that wall, away from the body, we want to send the energy, because we're trying to create, when we put pressure with the thumb, it doesn't go squirrely, it goes directly down. There's this place, you can hold it here. You put pressure, it goes right across. That's why it's so obvious. It's darn obvious. But what you're doing is akin to something like this. You could either be doing like that, or you could be kind of going like that. See, we don't. We want to send the energy directly down. That's what helps you really discover the fulcrum. And the right, we want the same thing. When we send energy from the thumb, it's like the top of this thumb sends energy right down. We want this flat of the thumb to send energy right to somewhere in between these two fingers. We're trying to mimic that little fulcrum, see? So I'm sending energy, no matter how hard I push, the stick won't move. It'll just squash in to right into here. Try it.
So now I'm squeezing it.
Well, let's go another way. If you take your thumb directly across from the first finger and squeeze, send energy to the first finger as hard as you can. Harder. Remember, Carlos would Murray told Carlos you can make a groove in your thumb. Make it like that. See, now you're sending energy right over to the first finger. Not bad. If you bring the first finger up just a little and put the middle finger close to it, now you'll send energy right somewhere exactly in between the two. Come on, make the Carlos groove. You had it beautifully. Come on. Squeeze as hard as you can. That stick it ain't going unless you like. Unless it was a sponge stick, you can't squeeze it. More like that. You can really feel it in there, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not this. With a pinched first finger, so the energy ends up somewhere up here. We want to send the energy. You can even now go back and send the energy to the middle finger. Can you do this? Squeeze as hard as you can. It's not going anywhere. Come on. I'm teaching you, a whole new bag of tricks. So we're just going to work on the grip for a minute now. Take your first finger off. I don't need it. There. Now bring the thumb down so it sends energy right into the crack of the middle finger. More like that. Come on, squeeze now. You can. That's right. That's your fulcrum. Yeah, center. Right. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Take the first finger off. And for me, I don't need it. Yeah, really. I got it here. I got it. Kinda. It'll move a little. Come on, just turn your wrist and see if it wobbles just a little. Come on, don't stop grabbing with your first finger. This is all you got now. No, it's just gonna go forward and back. Real smooth. Go forward. It's locked in there, never even touches the palm I'm holding it so tight.
I'm squeezing tight, all right.
Okay, now go forward and it should just bend forward. Look, it's not even touching my palm. I'm holding it, man. It ain't touching my palm if I relax it. I'm holding it, so I've got a class. This is remedial. If I go in this direction, it won't touch my palm. Do it. No, yours is falling into your palm. You need to hold it so tight here.
Oh, okay.
Like that. There. You really got it. Now you got it. Come back up. Now you got it. Now put your first finger on. Now it's going to send energy somewhere kind of right in between. You got it so tight that if you go down, it won't touch your palm. This is how. Go on. Not bad. Come on now. I want you to wrap a little bit of the tip of the first finger underneath. It's not going to be like this. It's going to be holding. Come on, really get it here. That's pretty good. Yeah. See, now it kind of mimics this, doesn't it? In traditional. It's got this tiny little fulcrum somewhere. Tiny. Just like over here, it's tiny. Somewhere right in the center of all this, if you could take a microscope, right, or a slow speed camera, you'd realize it's much better. Now, when we play, we don't squeeze it so tight that it doesn't touch the palm. We just have this feeling, right? And so it would touch the palm. We're not, but to feel it. So we have this grip. It's really a 3-finger. See, make sure you bend this knuckle of your first finger. Come on, bend the first finger knuckle right in here. Dick had me do that like that. It brings the tip in a little, doesn't it? If you bend the second knuckle, it brings if I straighten out my second knuckle, the tip splays out, and if I bend this knuckle, it comes in a little, but I'm not holding it up here. It's somewhere between the first finger and the second finger, like that. Yeah, it's really right in there. Now, you don't go out sideways. You go straight up, like that. Don't forget to bend this finger, that knuckle. Yeah, there you go. Now watch. Okay, so you're developing a knowledge of the grip. It's foreign to you, so it's going to take a minute. But just like in the left, you just went, and it kept stopping down, down. In the right, that's what we want. Down, down.
I have no bounce.
It doesn't bounce. There's no bounce. Just like over here, you weren't bouncing it. You're just doing that and stopping. Just doesn't. No, you have to stay down. See, in your left went down. Your right goes and lifts up.
This is my left, right here.
Just stops. Okay, good. Okay, just I know. Let it wobble. It's okay. I get it. Just let it wobble in there for a minute. But that's the concept. You can see that there's a similarity. Now just do this. That little 3-finger grip. You almost had this. Okay, now do this. Remember, you had this last lesson. Take the stick out. Take the stick out. Just for a minute, take the stick out. Remember? You were doing this with your hand drumming. You were kind of playing with your fingers, I noticed. Right? Yeah. Straight up. You go straight up and down like that. Remember the hands on you on your knees? You on your knees. Come on. There's a table. You got to tap. It's got to go straight. Right? There. Now just take the stick. Hold it in that little 3-finger grip as though you had a narrow fulcrum like in the, and just go. Tap, 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 tap. Almost. Keep it small. Just right here, right here, right here. It's just hinging at the wrist. Just hinge at the wrist. Take the stick out of your hand. Oh, there, almost. Take the stick out of your hand for a second. Just feel this again. Keep the 3-finger grip. Right? Almost. Almost. See, as fast as you can do this, what's the difference? Look.
Ah,
Check it out. It's getting there. Look. Yeah, right. You're turning the stick into this big thing, and Murray would say, it's just a puny drumstick. Right? Do you have a pen? Oh, that's right. Do that. Now do this. Come on, right up to the top. You're holding a little pen now. No, come on, a little pen. A little pen. Look where I'm holding the stick. I've never. No, just stay with me. Look where I'm holding the stick. I'm all the way up here. Yeah, come on. Why does it change? Okay, well, there is a little, it might be a little weird. Let's see. Look, I'm just holding it right here. Almost. Do you have a pen? Do you have a little pen there?
I get one.
Do you have a pencil? Oh, there it is. Relax your elbow. You don't need the elbow to do that. All you're doing is doing what your guy taught you on that table. Go ahead. Not bad. Now there it is. Now just, it's just this little, almost like a little, I don't want to call it a twitch. This is new to you. Now do it in your right. Yeah, it's okay. Do it in your right. Beautiful. Right's a little more well-versed in it. The right's doing it quite naturally. See, you've got a little narrow grip up front.
Yeah.
I mean, 3-finger grip.
Very easy over there.
Yeah. How you play so hard?
I don't know.
No.
Muscles tightening up here. All these muscles.
These muscles are controlling it. Which are the muscles that are going to lift the stick? Where? Tell me, because I'm giving you knowledge. If your right can do it, we're going to transfer it over intellectually, at least. So just go slow now. Which muscles lift the stick? You've never thought about it. You always want to stop up. It's going to make you jittery every time. Up. No, it's okay. So which muscles? Just do this. Remember, this is all a lever. Yeah, what happens? Straight up, go straight up, not out to the side. Straight up, like in your right goes straight up. You like that? More like that? Okay, no, keep it like this. Face me. So just have it straight. And it goes like straight up, like. There, go straight. Okay, with no stick. What muscles lift the wrist?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we're stretching out new muscles, right? They're the same muscles in your right. Go ahead and lift. Okay, just slowly. Wait there. What lifted the stick?
Wrist.
Okay, but what muscles?
Oh, my arm muscles here.
Where?
But see, now I'm in the groove here, not off to the side.
Very good. Now we're talking about the muscles. So what? You've got your thumb doing your thing. You've lost your traditional fulcrum. Now you got it back. Now tell me what, just slowly. Why do you go down so much faster than you come up? You've got your thumb doing that again. This is what we're going to have to undo. I'm patient if you are, like that. Now, what muscles are lifting that stick? I'll tell you.
Okay.
It's, first of all, muscles can't push. Muscles can only pull.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that about the human body. You're doing that with your thumb. Just relax your thumb. Just like your right does. Okay. In traditional grip, you don't play like this. You hold it right there. So muscles can only pull. So the muscles in front of the elbow up are pulling. Do you feel it? It's like there's a little guy. This is a Richard Martinez thing. It's adorable, really. Quite brilliant, because in reality, if you read the article that I had the joy of co-authoring with Richard Martinez in Modern Drummer, the 4 articles, we talk about this stuff. And it's as if there's a little guy standing here.
Okay.
And he's holding a rope that's connected right here.
Okay.
And he pulls on it. So this little guy's going to pull on this rope. Here's your fulcrum.
Okay.
Now we also have a fulcrum in the hand potentially, but we have a fulcrum here too, don't we? This little guy is going to pull on the rope, and what's going to happen to the wrist? Don't just stay with me in one direction. Flatten out your thumb. Flatten out your thumb. Like we're like that. You're going to need that fulcrum too, but right now we're only using the wrist. Feel the little guy pulling on the wrist. Imagine it. He pulls on the wrist with a rope, and it goes up. Yeah. Now there's another little guy on this side. I guess he's upside down. I know it's a little crazy, right? We're artists. We can get into this. And his rope is attached to this side of the wrist, and he pulls on it, and it goes down. Then this guy pulls it up. You can't pull it too fast, I guess, because the other guy's going to have to give up slack because it's going to come up. Now the guy underneath can pull. And the guy pulls from here, then this guy. And therefore, you have a lever system, right? Force to the resistance over a fulcrum. Force coming from the muscle here in front of the elbow to resistance. You got to pull that up. The hand has some weight. Now you also have a stick, which kind of freaks you out, even though there's not much more weight, but you think it is. Flatten out your thumb and have the little guy lift it up. Don't go up sideways, go straight up. If you look in your monitor, you shouldn't see this. It's nice on your leg. It's coming along. If you lift, let's see, can you do it on your leg? I guess so. Yeah, so you can leave it on your leg if you want. It has to just run next to it to come up, I guess, or it would bump into the leg. Now I want mine, see how mine goes straight up, right along the contour of my body? I don't want to see this. Like that. Now, why do you go down so fast? Why does this little guy pull up so slow? And this guy pulls down really fast. They're not working together. Yeah, that little guy is going to pull. Now the other guy is going to pull the same amount. They're a team. You don't have to roll when you get down. It's much better. Flatten out your thumb. Now, have those two guys communicate. Right? Those two guys are relating to each other. They're friends. They're working together. Right. And now all of the Egyptian workers can take, you've gotten up to the top of the pyramid. They'll take off the lever system. They can get all the way up to the top of the pyramid and down by leveraging it up thusly. If these guys are working together, maybe the whole crew of Egyptian workers has to pull on one side and then to bring it up. Flatten out your thumb though. Don't go down faster. Work together. There. There should be no pain there. It's just a muscle contracting, and then another muscle underneath. Is it contracting? Beautiful, man. See, that's beautiful. You should. I don't know if this. I don't know how many friends you're going to make with a drumstick in the. I lay in bed with a drumstick sometimes. I think I'm asleep doing this. Just feeling it over and over. So much beauty. Note. Do it again. Note. See? Speed, same speed up and down. Now watch this. Watch this. This time, take the stick out of your hand. Now you're starting to get the feeling. Right? Got the little, this has got to hang because you don't need any of this. There are no guys with ropes or anything up here. This is inert. Nothing. Nothing. In fact, all of this is inert, isn't it? The only thing we're moving is the wrist. This little guy is standing on this inert platform of some sort. And he lifts up slowly, and then do it with me. And then the guy underneath is going to pull it slowly. Just do that with me. Yeah, right here in the air like this. Just create a soft grip as though you're holding a little marble. Come on, you can hold something. I want you to get used to holding a little marble. Might even be cool to have a marble or a grape or a little ball, tiny little something that you're going to hold here.
You grab a pen. Is that okay?
A pen? Okay. A pen would be good for what we're working on, but that's okay. Yeah.
See if I can find something around it. Excuse me.
If you have a marble, a grape, pardon me, a frozen pea. Okay, but I haven't forgotten where where we were going originally while you're away, because I explained that the traditional grip has a turn when you go up with me. Up, up, down, up, down, down,
Okay, I didn't find a marble, but
up,
I
down,
didn't find a marble yet, something around. There's a pin.
loose, tight, loose, tight. I'll get to this in a minute. All right, so you have that. Okay, so you got to hold on to that little pen right there. See, I wanted you to have something like this. Let's see. I have this little rock.
Trying to see if
I got this from my
I've been able to find it yet. Let's see.
little rock.
Uh,
Onto with 3 fingers.
oh, I know. Yeah, hold on. I can find a rock. Here it is.
Going out to the garden to get his percussion accoutrements. And so what we're doing is we're learning to focus in and recognize that the fulcrum, by definition, is small. It's tiny. Murray would say, and he would talk. He was an absolutely lovely gentleman. But Murray would have a bit of a gruff approach. He'd say, "Have you ever seen a teeter-totter with a really wide fulcrum?" Well, no. Why would you? It's got to go over both sides. If it was too wide, it couldn't rock. So this
Right.
fulcrum has to be small so that the stick can rock through it, you see? As soon as we create a big wide fulcrum, it becomes less efficient. So we're trying to create a narrow. There you go. Look at you. Now, why does your arm go up every time you turn? Oh, I've got my little. I don't know. Maybe we should patent this. Brilliant. Okay. Shark Tank.
There
So-
you go.
So just put your arm on your leg now. Now you can relax it.
There you go.
You're just going to lift it up, the little rock. You have to hold all 3 fingers. You don't need, if you've ever had, if you've ever been to England, if you ever had tea,
Oh,
right? It's you don't want to get caught dead doing that. That's the coffee mug. But when you
Right.
are having a cup of tea like that, it's beautiful. See? That's a cup of tea. Now you always want to kind of go up sideways. I want you to lift that rock straight up. Straight up. There it is. See? Why would it go up sideways if you want to come down straight? If you wanted to drop it, it would go down straight. You want to, beautiful, dude. There you go. See? The little guy pulling. Don't lose the little guy pulling. Now bring your arm back a little bit so you're not reached out and need these muscles in any way. Come back a little more. Really let your arm come back. Come on, let your arm hang. Flick your elbow out for a sec, just for fun. Just flick your elbow out. Ah, it's hard. No, keep your arm here. Flick your elbow out. Come on, flick it out and let it come back. Let it come back. Let that weight fall back. Oh, this is cool. You don't know any of this stuff, which is cool because it means you're not a molar guy. Molar, you've seen it. It's all about the elbow. So
Yeah.
you don't know that. So you're way ahead. But just go ahead and hold your elbow up. Come on, bring it back and hold it out. How high can you get it up? Yeah, come on. That's molar. Just leave all this. You don't need to lift your shoulder. It's I'm not sure what muscles. It's the elbow that goes out. Now just let it fall back. Yeah, come on, let it come out. Let it fall back. Yeah, see, I just want it back here loose, but I don't want you using it like that. Now put your hand back on your leg. More on the center of your legs, right? Copy me. Look how I look. I know you're much bigger guy, and my legs are a little closer. So that, yeah, you square off just a little more. Bring your legs in just a little to square off just a little more. Right. Okay, you have a much wider center of gravity than I do. I get it. Okay, bring your elbow back. More. Bring it back more. There. Okay, now I just want you to Lift up and think about the guys. Lift it straight up now, straight up, straight down, same speed. I didn't do it. I gave you a bad representation. Look how beautiful. Now, Dick would say, I'm giving you all kinds of stuff, just because you're an intellectual guy. So maybe you're a Murray guy. I teach through the brain, and the brain tells the hand. We'll try that. But you're feeling too right now. You feel that. It's beautiful right now. You see, that's what it is. Now, Dick would say, have you ever played with a paddle and a ball? You know the wooden paddle that has a rubber string with a ball on it?
Yes.
And you do this? And
Yes.
it keeps coming back, doesn't it? He'd say it's like that. And you can see why. It's as if you have the little stretchy string and you're lifting it up and the string stretches and then it pulls it back. You have to lift it up and then let the string, you stretch the string, let it come back. Boom, the ball hits the paddle, stretch it up, keep holding it. It's odd because the string is attached to the ball. It's a metaphor. Let it come down. Now watch this. Go up real fast. Came down fast, didn't it? All you thought about was your speed going up. Come up slow. It should come down slow. If you go up slow, it wants to come down slow. If you go fast, it'll come down fast. Go down, come down fast. Yeah, now come down. It's like nothing. There's some kind of countervailing something. If you're a fit, that's all it is. Up to come down. Fast, fast. Now just do this. Keep lifting it up. Straight up, straight up. See, the faster you go up, the faster it comes down. Now go up slow, more slowly. Go up, just turn a little slower. Let it come down slowly. Ah, there should be no pain there. I can't imagine. It's all kind of getting it for free just by lifting it up at a certain speed. It just comes down. Okay, so there's that feeling. So that's really good. You might want to keep that next to your practice pad, that little rock. Okay, now do it faster. Not just a little faster. It'll just be beautiful. You're going to be really fast. Yeah, now come up a little faster. Up, down. Come on. Up, down. No, not that fast. Up, down. Up, down. No, don't hold it at the top. You see, you'll spoil the countervailing reaction. This is a funky, tricky, cool thing, isn't it? Up, down. There it is. That speed. The speed that it goes up will come down. Up, down. Up, down. Now go up, down. Up, down. Oh, it's got to go. It's got to just be left alone at the top so it'll come down on its own speed. Go up just a little faster. Up, down. Say it. Up, down. Up, down. Just let it come down. The speed it goes up, the speed will come down. You go up, down.
Okay.
Up, down. Up, down. So you don't have to push down at all, do you? Just by lifting it up, it comes down. It's like kind of weird, quite frankly. There it is. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Straight up, so it'll come down straight. You can play on timbales here on the side. If you want to go side, that's all it is, dude. Now put your little pen in your hand. Now put the pen in your hand and go. Okay. Don't lose your little 3-finger rock grip. Okay? So it's this little 3-finger, like you're holding the rock, but you're not, but you are. You're holding that little rock. Nothing's changed. And you didn't need your arm. It's just hanging on your leg. And you're going to go up, down. Straight. Wide now. You see what you're doing? You went up and your arm came away from your leg. You lost the, yeah. You don't have to push it down. The speed you go up will be the speed it comes down. All you have to do is think about the speed you're going up. Maintain this little sexy grip, and it works. Don't ask me how. Maybe you can get into the physics of it on a more.
Once you go to the site here,
That's what I mean. You got to send the pressure right in between the 2 fingers, so it feels like a little rock. Just easy. There it is. No, stop pushing down. Feel the up, down. Ah, there. Up, down, up. See, there is a relationship. It sounds like music, doesn't it? Up, down, da, 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 da. Don't go faster. Do, dap, da, down, da, da, ba, 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 up, da, down, da, up, da, da. We're going to speed up, down, up, da, down, da, 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 da. A little fast, da, da. Come on, keep straight up, da, 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 right there. Da, da, don't faster, but da, 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 down, up, down. Don't lose it. Da, 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 up, down, but up, down, up, down, up, down. No, come on, up, down. Speed you lift it up is the speed you'll come down. Up, da, 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 ba, da, 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 da. Just keep doing that. Da, 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 da. Don't go sideways, straight up. Da, da, da. Now we're gonna do the new time. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. It's a scared song, it's like a joke. Da, 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 da. It's a Beethoven thing. Da, 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 da. Now we're gonna do it even faster. Ba, 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 da, da, ba, da, 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 da. Up, down, up, down. Don't go faster. Down. Down is the same as it was. It's easier than going up. Up is harder. You have to lift it. It'll come down on its own. Da 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 da. See, everything's loose. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Down. Do 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 ding. Da 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 da. Up down up down up. Da 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 da. Oh, da 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 da. Gang. Chaka do. Chaka do. Chaka chaka. You got it. Chaka chaka. Boom. Chaka do. Chaka do. You're a '60s guy.
My fingers off.
I don't care what you're doing. You're turning your wrist. You have the feeling. You've got the feeling. That's what it is. That's really good. You see how the motion is musical? You could hear music in it, right? And if you're playing, do that in your right. But it'll be easy in your right. Just with a pen. Just take the pen. Speed up is the speed down. All I have to do is lift it up. Relax your arm. Boom. Don't be floppy. You have to hold on to it a little, right? So it doesn't flop all over. Like you're traditional. Right? That's it. You got it, dude. It's that. See, and the right does it easier. Let's play it slowly. Da 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 down, up down, up down, day, up down, up down, up. Don't go faster. Keep the groove. Up down, up down, up down. Do up down, up down, up down. Da da, up down, da da, boot da. You see, now you're musical. It's musical. There's a connection. The motion is making the music, or you're making music through the motion. Okay, now I want to show you another thing. This is seep in. Let's freak out because that's really good. Yeah, you don't know it, but you actually got it. I mean, you do. You're holding a lever arm. It's a pen. It's very light, but this ain't much heavier. Okay, now I want to show you something else.
Okay.
There's a lot there. I'm just feeding your mind right now so that you have something when you're not with me to consider. Or while you're with me, you have more knowledge to help you get to where it is I'm trying to take you. Okay. My English lit major mother might say, or to bring you. If I'm here, I can only bring you. I can't take you here. And so, like in the left, now we're just gonna put a bow on this, like it's a gestalt of some sort. We're gonna complete it. In the left, let's go back to sticks now. Sticks.
Okay.
Now, in traditional, go ahead and traditional for a sec, just for fun. There's that little narrow fulcrum, like this. They're tiny. Very similar, really small, okay? Now, in the left, we go up, and what happens? Oh, you forgot to let your hand alone. Because if you're clutching it, now here's what's happening. You notice when you were playing singles, with a little rock, or with a pen, or with a stick, nothing changes really, you just hold it. There's no squeeze and release. Same in traditional. It's holding. It never lets go. Right? Which can start to feel like, geez, this is going to start to hurt. Well, yeah, I guess it would after a few hours. You know, Dick was famous for playing, I don't know, he set a world record at one point over Drum City. He out in the parking lot, he played for like 4 days or something, nonstop.
Oh, wow.
Right? And I don't mean just fooling around, soloing the whole time, because what this technique involves is understanding that at a certain point, Yeah, the muscles will fatigue. I think so. Makes sense. So what we have, yeah, it's just like your guy on the desk with you on your knees. It's just that, dude. So you already know this. It's kind of fascinating. Okay, so when tension starts to build up, Spivak would say, now you can start to make motions. And it'll relieve the tension. Ah, all of this can get relieved. It can be relieved. Watch. Yeah. Yeah. So just feel the relief. No, but if your finger doesn't open up, it's kind of slides. It slides down the stick. If your finger doesn't, just relax and hang there, a little bit open. Remember, you did it before. And then when you came down, it closed. There it is. There it is. Open, close. Now, it's relaxed and it's closed. It's relaxed, closed. And then if you close and you just turn down here, it stays closed. There's never a relief. But this technique will give you relief when you start to tighten up. It will help you keep going so you can go all night long, right? So that once we get to a point where we want to feel we can just keep going as long as we want because we keep relaxing every time we come up. So in the right, how would that work? Come on up. Now, come back down. Just to the floor, nice and flat. Get your little 3-finger grip. Now just roll forward like this. Yeah, immediate. No, don't even go up. Go around the stick. Just go around the stick. Almost. That's pretty good. Hold the stick here with the other hand. And just go around the stick. No, stick goes up. If you're holding it here, it won't come up. It's locked in. There it is. See the little 3-finger thingamajig? Don't let go here. The middle finger will open. Just keep the first finger and thumb the same. Firm. Look, your wrist went up. Come down. Up. Open. Release. Down. Come on. Squeeze. But you didn't squeeze. But it's closed. Open. Release. You didn't have to throw your fingers open, just like in the left. And then down. You're closed or squeezed, but you didn't squeeze. You just moved your wrist. Now you're closed. Go on up. Let the other fingers take the other hand away. Now this time, when you're going to turn to the ceiling and feel the butt end come to the palm and make a strike. You got to go up first. Come on, leave it flat and go up around it. No, you have to go up around it first. You have to release. You're not there. You release. Squeeze. Woo! Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Now, after you squeeze, just keep tapping with your little 3-finger grip with a little rock. Now, just tap. Up to come down. Tap, 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 tap. Stop. Beautiful. Relax your elbow. Sit up straight. Go around the stick and release. Squeeze. Cock a little more to the ceiling. Boom! Come on. Turn to the ceiling. First, you have to go around the stick and let everything release. Boom! That should be no pain. In fact, that should be very relaxing on the way up. You're loose going up. Now, can you do that? Let's do it in traditional now. Okay? Now we're going to lock the stick in, just like we did. We're going to duplicate the experiment and just show you that it's kind of all the same, even though there are some definite differences. Now we're going to take our traditional grip.
Okay.
Okay. And and we're just going to go forward and feel the middle finger open. You're going around the stick. Like, come on, the stick doesn't get to go up. You have to go sideways. There it is. There it is. Yeah, there. Yeah, you see, it's open, close, open, close. Now this time go open. Don't go up. We're not going up right now. This is remedial. Okay. Now I think it'll work. Yeah, and then it's closed. Then you can open, flick. It's closed. Okay, you see you're open and closed? Kind of similar, right? It's similar. Okay, now in matched. Let's do it in matched. In the left. Relax your arm though. Stop playing like this. All of this weight has to be held up. You're a big guy. You don't want to be holding up however much weight is here. How many pounds? I'm not sure.
Is this?
I keep mine by the side so it can hang. I never want to hold it. It's hanging. Then I bring it up from here.
I wonder if my drum is too high because I'm resting my stick on the edge of the pad. There's a little space between here.
You see, hey, mine too. It's okay. We can make that adjustment, but what we don't want to do is be forward with our elbow. It just hangs. Okay? So now you need that 3 little finger grip. Your thumb has to be flat because it's gonna go around the thumb. When you roll forward, doesn't it go around the thumb? The flat of the thumb, 3 finger grip, it rolls through it. Beautiful, your grip's back. Now go forward. Come on, roll around the stick. Flatten it out, hold it. No, you gotta train your left hand now. There it is, flat of the, no, don't do anything with your thumb. The wrist is gonna do it. The thumb just does this. It doesn't do a damn thing, just do this with me. No, take your other hands up, fingers up. Yeah, bend forward with your wrist. Keep that thumb on. We want to keep the flat of the thumb on. Like there's a little screw running through the thumb. Come on. And if you turn your wrist, thumb will not come off. It'll go around. There's a little screw running or a rivet. There it is. Kind of. Yeah, like that. And then this. Forward. Really roll forward around the stick. Forward. It's beautiful right now. Around the thumb. Around the thumb. Look what your fingers are doing. You don't even know it. Come back down. They're kind of opening and closing. Going forward. Ah, they're open a little. Come back. They close a little. Now put your little 3 finger grip on. There, don't do anything too severe. Roll up. Middle finger kind of opens up, doesn't it? Not the thumb, not the first finger either. It's this little 3 finger contraction. Come back down, the middle finger will close around the thumb. Okay, go back up, feel the middle finger open to accommodate. Now roll down, it'll close. Keep the thumb flat, just like you were doing before. Up, open, close. Open, remember the timing? Close. Speed you go up is its same speed, just like the wrist. Up, down, close, same speed. Up, release, squeeze. Thumb flat, has to roll around that thumb. Squeeze. If you pinch with the thumb, this contraction isn't this contraction. Some other factory making something else. Okay, right? All we're doing is this. Just roll forward. Now go ahead and take your hand away. You're forward. You're release. You're open. Take your other hand away. Cock your wrist. Oh, what happened? You right did it, and you're almost there right now. Flatten out your thumb. It won't. All you have to do is go to here and just unravel this. You don't have to lift anymore. Do anything. Yeah, but you have to turn to the ceiling. But first, you have to get here. Oh, first you have to release. Now turn to the ceiling. Oh, closed. You're closed. You almost. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Go forward. Come back. Did that hurt?
No, I'm sore right here. It hurts.
Okay. Okay. This is all new, but this shouldn't hurt.
This doesn't.
Very relaxing. And this shouldn't hurt. So you're open. Keep the thumb normal. And then you roll down. Everything is by the wrist. If you just maintain this, Everything works. You have to don't do anything. Now close by the wrist. Come back around the stick. Are you really down? Back or down? Okay, now the wrist goes concave. Don't have to do anything, just goes concave. Yeah, don't do that. It's just going to do this. These muscles are not being used at all. The fact that these are hurting means you're doing, all we're doing is this. Now do this with me. Go onto the balls of your feet. Come down. Did you do it from your thigh? Why would, oh, this really hurt? Unless you had, then that would tell me there is something wrong. Just to do this, you're leveraging up, aren't you?
Right.
You're moving around the floor, just like you did here. Up, down, look, up, down. None of this should be worked, just like none of this is involved. The knee isn't involved. It just goes up and down from here, just like you're pronate, like on the floor. But stop doing that with your thumb. It won't work. It won't work if you do. It's just got to stay flat so it can go around. You better just, I'll take my time with you. I just want you to feel this. You're feeling it in the right really well. Almost feeling, I'm telling you, if you don't take this part of the instruction seriously, I can imagine why. Maybe it's because you're like this. And then to come down somehow, you lift up here. I want this hanging. Take the stick out of, yeah, like that. Now bring it up and let this continue to hang. No, you came up and I saw this go forward. I just want this left and the elbow bends. There, go on. Now swivel it around over the surface, but don't move your shoulder. Come on. Don't put it. Don't go forward at all. Okay, if you need to move your pad closer to you, that's fine. Yeah, you got to stop pushing. That's another problem. The problem is you got this. No, this hangs there. You like that. Come on up. Come on up. Nothing should be hurting. You should just. Now you have to hold the weight. The bicep muscle is involved in holding the weight up and put it over the surface. Beautiful. Now, flatten out your thumb. Don't move your shoulder or anything. Just relax. Flatten out your thumb. Flat, 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 flat. Flatter. More flat. Yeah, there. Send your energy to somewhere over here between these two fingers. Okay, now hold the stick. Don't do anything with your shoulder. Your shoulder's much better. Now you're going to do is roll forward. You won't feel anything in the, like that. All you're doing is creating a hump right here. And then down. Create the hump. Do that, take your other hand away because the stick is just laying. You don't need to hold it really. If you just create the hump and then undo the hump. There you go, just by bending. The only way the hump can show up is if you go around the stick. Why is your stick moving? Why is your stick moving? Look, my stick isn't moving. Or I'm trying not to. See, I'm just going around it. Around. No, you need to hold it. So hold it, because right now you haven't quite felt it. Hold it, let your elbow looks really good, your shoulder. Okay, flatten out your thumb. Feel the butt end on your palm. Feel it? No, hold the stick with your whole hand. I don't want it going anywhere. Now your grip looks really good, normal. Looks like a normal hand. Just roll up. Okay, you don't have to make too big a deal, but it's really nice. And then it comes down. Don't do anything with your thumb. Why'd your thumb change? Keep your thumb flat. And now roll down.
Doesn't it turn a little bit when you go up?
Does it hurt?
No, it's the thumb turns downward when I go up.
Say that again now so I can hear you.
It rotates with my hand.
What's that?
But it's rotating with my hand. In other words, it's not staying straight. It's when I go like this, it goes downward.
What? It goes down?
Yeah, the thumb.
Yeah, exactly. It should. Perfect. It's looking really good now. Yeah, you're rotating around it. I told you there's a little nail or a screw or a rivet running through your thumb. Watch. I'll show it to you from this angle. See? Yeah, my thumb's pointing down. It's going around. Look, I've got a little, I should draw a little dot on my thumb. Here. Get out my Sharpie. Okay. Next time I'll have you do that. That's your little, yeah, and it's gonna go around that little, there's a screw running through. See? Now, so you're here, right?
Right.
And you're just gonna roll forward and the thumb goes down. Isn't it? I would hold it. For you, you need to hold it because your stick keeps moving. You're not moving around. This is like, should feel like it's locked in.
When I go down, like when I pull up, right? Isn't I'm pulling down, or I don't understand. It pulls the stick in.
Okay, keep talking. You sound like me with Murray. That's totally cool. Keep going. I want to hear this because I'm into it.
I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not quite getting it. So I'm open right now.
And when you say you're open, what do you mean? See, those just.
I tilted my hand up, and when it does, the stick goes down. When I bring my hand back, the stick goes up a little bit towards my thumb.
Whether or not that's true, I don't want that to happen. I just want you to hold it. Now, the stick isn't going anywhere. Look. Yeah, there it is. But you keep doing stuff with your thumb. You just love to do this. Instead of just leaving it here and going around it. See, it's the wrist. Yeah, now bring the wrist down. The wrist won't change the thumb other than the angle of it pointing down, but it's the same thumb doing this. See? My thumb doesn't do anything. It's just here, or here, like that. See, it goes up and down. See, the stick isn't moving or anything, but stop doing that with your thumb. Okay, now come back down. See, that's it. That's it. You're open and come down at the same speed. Open. But what? Oh, open, just feel it. Open. Remember? Close. Open. Close. Open. On the way up, hey, if muscles can only pull, I feel the muscles underneath maybe pulling.
Yeah.
And then on the way back.
Does it matter if it's falling in here instead of off to the side?
Up to it's always the same place on the bone. You're up, opening, and then you're coming down and you're closed. So you start to look good. You see, you don't do anything with your thumb, you don't do anything with your first finger, and you will feel the middle finger. Watch my middle finger. You're starting to feel this. This is going to take a little while. Patience on both of our parts. Now watch what it looks like from here. Hold it down, even though I've developed enough where I can do it without holding it down. For you got to hold this thing in, right? And can you see the middle finger? Middle finger is what we're looking at. You're not going to see the first finger do much of anything, but the first see how the first finger, all the fingers, don't they? They open. You'll learn that really, once you get this, you only need the middle finger. You just need it to feel it. But all the fingers, don't they all open? But you have to hold it down. If the stick comes up with it, you won't feel it moving around something stationary. No, you got to hold the stick. You got to. There. Yeah. Keep yeah, there you go. Feel your ring finger get elongate? Put your baby finger on. Just the tip of your baby finger. Just the tip. It opens and closes. Can't you feel? Look at my baby fingers all the way straight. My baby finger is straight to accommodate still touching. All the fingers have to elongate so they don't lose the stick, leave the stick there, and then they're going to close around the stick. Then they close. There it is. Open. There it is. Then all the fingers are going to close like you're making a fist. There. The strength of that. There. You're limp wristed. Then you come back to the fist. There it is. Limp wristed. Open. Close. Open. Close. Now, when you get to the top, stay here. I just want you to do this. Yeah. Yeah. And finish. That's where this is going. Listen to that sound you just got. You didn't feel anything. I don't think you felt anything because everything, yeah, and then that's a much better wrist turn too. You see, because the throw, we're going to keep going.
But the stick is moving back and forth here.
Dude, it's much better. You came up at the same speed. You lost the same speed up and down. You had just had it. Boom. And you stopped down and you took a, dude. There. Now just relax. And you want to go back and teach the hand how it would really work. Because all of this is totally, these are brand new feelings as it relates to drumming. But here, hey, I'm stopping while I'm ahead. I feel like I did my thing.
I put you through the ringer today. I'm sorry.
It's no, thank you, Sissy, but no, this is
It's going to be a challenge. I know.
This is my job on the planet. It's my pleasure. I'm going to turn off the camera.